Oldacre will jump it up with Johnson. And here we go as Carlton busts right to the rim off the tip as Oldacre getting her first start of the season and worked out on the opening tip for Vic Schaefer.
And what you see always from Texas, picking up full court right after the score.
Normally you see them replacing each other. Little Paige Buggs able to float it in over the extended arm of Oldacre.
And initially you saw Baylor pushing pace, seeing if they could get anything early in transition. They do want to try to beat Texas bigs down the floor, but then they have to be smart about controlling that tempo.
Lob it in, Oldacre able to finish on the attack. Talk to us about how much she likes this team that she's coaching this year. Off to a good start, 10-1, their only loss to Iowa. Johnston's three banks in. Kirsten Johnson. Little Paige Buggs with the handoff. Jana Van Geitenbeek coming off a triple-double. Little Paige Buggs lays it in. Beautiful delivery from Van Geitenbeek.
Executed the wing pick and roll beautifully. Defense stayed a beat too long and able to get the easy look as a result.
Baylor had 22 assists on Tuesday. Van Geitenbeek has been averaging over 9 over the last 3 games. Carlton, good position and the soft touch.
Justice Carlton is so improved from a season ago, seeks out physicality and can finish through it.
Little Paige Buggs flips it up and off. You can see Baylor really trying to hustle down the floor.
Yes, they think they can beat the bigs for Texas for easy layups.
Meanwhile, Booker able to do that on the other end there. Madison Booker has had success against Baylor in her career. The offensive rebound and the putback. Good activity early from Dariana Little Paige Buggs.
Nikki Collin told us we have to compete on the glass. We're not going to beat Texas on the glass because they're so dominant there, but we have to keep it as close as possible.
Little Paige Buggs, first team All Big 12 last year. Great entry feed from Harmon and the easy finish from Cunningham. Can't get it to drop. Following it up, trying to control it. Harmon after it. So too is Cunningham. And it's thrown away. Lee on the steal. Here's Lee in transition, laying it in.
The activity for Texas on the defensive end of the floor. And as soon as the ball is thrown out of the reach of Scott Lee, right there, an easy two.
Here's Madison Booker, the All-American. Booker goes baseline and uses the body to shield. Texas has hit its last 6 shots. Most of them have been like that at the rim. Van Geitenbeek being pressured by Lee, throws it away. Here's Sidbury with Lee. Sidbury the fake and the lay. That'd be great.
I like when you diagnose your issues on air.
That's right. Knocked away by Booker. Lee floats it ahead. Harmon hops into a jumper. Finishes plus the foul.
2-foot stop and pop for Rory Harmon. And a year ago when she was coming off the injury, she didn't quite have the bounce.
Here's Scott in transition. Great look. Johnson gets denied. It's Sidbury with the block. That ended the 16-0 run. Harmon out to Lee. Her three is good. Jordan Lee.
In a situation, you could actually have lead officials say, I will take ownership if they're that adamant about what they want to transpire.
Love having you here, Dee.
Thank you.
Answering all our questions as Harmon flips that in. Texas has put up 29 against this Baylor defense, which has been one of the best in the nation through the first month and a half of the season. Scott loses it. Harmon takes it away. 8th Baylor turnover. Shot clock is turned off. Booker kicks it. Lee. No, Oldacre on the interior. Can't finish. Going back up. Won't finish either. Here's Booker. Booker elevating and hitting. It is a silky smooth jump shot. Texas with a 19-point lead and extended 24-2 run. Johnson elevates and buries the jumper. So Texas has cooled off a little bit here, but can Baylor take advantage on the offensive end? Scott launches and gets the soft roll.
Texas's defense loaded up on the side of the floor where Scott is, so she's going to have to continue to take some tough shots and make them as well for Baylor to really get back in this.
Scott over 40% from 3 on the season. As Nikki Collin has told us, she is a true 3-level scorer. Booker one of them as well, and Booker bangs in the jumper.
Here's the on-ball screen. The right side is cleared out one step on the defense right here, and Booker could have taken a couple more dribbles. She's got that skill.
Harmon on the floor with 2 fouls. Oldacre on the bench with 2. Booker turns the corner and scoops it in. Madison Booker is going to be one of the prime candidates for National Player of the Year. She keeps this pace. Carlton off the steal. Lee, catch, fire, you bet! We are pumped to have Christine, who will be leading our coverage in the studio for us.
Yes.
For all of our biggest moments. She is an unbelievably talented host and a truly wonderful teammate in person, and we are just so pumped to have her as part of the team.
And by the way, one of the funniest follows on Instagram.
Johnson can't finish it. Booker comes away with it. Thank you, Aaron of Ironworks. Here's Booker, banking it in. Madison Booker.
That's the same guy who, when I was getting my coffee, oh, great pass.
Yeah,
nice
Booker
finish
into
inside.
Cunningham.
Said, I hope it doesn't stunt your growth.
That's a creative line. I don't think you've gotten that before at the coffee line, have you?
All right.
Texas a plus 18 in the paint. Little Paige Bugs. 2 for 1 is now done. Speaking of done, buries the 3. Fauntleroy dishes. Johnson, 7 to shoot. Swings it. Van Geitenbeek connects on a 3. Nice looking possession there.
And especially a nice end to that possession. There's about 5 different times Baylor players tried to get some dribble penetration. The Texas defender stayed between them in the basket, but that time enough to get the defense to collapse and get Van Geitenbeek the shot.
Lee has it knocked away. Jordan Lee getting back to it. Here's Harmon. Harmon bounces. Carlton, the handoff. Lee back to Carlton. 3 to shoot. Carlton short. Rebound. Cunningham, the board, and then gets blocked out of bounds.
Possession, and just there's some dribble penetration, but the defense stays there. Pass, dribble penetrations, defense stays solid. Pass, dribble penetration, finally gets near the paint.
Silky smooth jump shot. Here's Fauntleroy. Ooh, big screen from Little Paige Bugs. Caught Madison Booker up high, and Madison Booker is running down the floor asking Brian Hall about it.
Understandably, she got hit hard.
Lob it in, Cunningham, unable to finish. But another beautiful feed from Harmon. Cunningham will finish that one. Shot clock at 1. Harmon has to hoist. Nearly got it to wedge in. The putback is good from Carlton. Van Geitenbeek has it poked from behind. Lee ends up with it. Texas coming the other way. Harmon dishes. Carlton finishes in transition.
Rory Harmon able to get by the initial defender, touch in the paint, and then delivers it beautifully to Carlton. Where's everybody else? Like, everybody should have been back over half court going to the offensive glass.
Booker again. And Madison Booker from 12 to 16 feet is just automatic.
And just looks smooth.
Yeah,
it looks like easier than a layup for her.
Yes. The junior, one of the top contenders for National Player of the Year. Fauntleroy waits and lays it in. Booker working behind Oldacre. Lee wide open. You bet. Jordan Lee. Booker the offensive rebound. Another chance for Texas. Harmon to the corner. Lee connects. A season high 4 made threes for Jordan Lee. Booker in the mid-range. Eyes up, bounces in. Cunningham able to juggle, gather, finish. And the foul.
Shot from the mid-range instead. Waits for the one more screen to come. Cunningham makes the pass, gives her teammate the and one opportunity.
Little Page Bugs corrals the rebound.
You know what I'd like to see from a coach like Vic Schaefer is, you know, when they get upset, we see them, oh, nice take by Dana Van Geitenbeek. We see them take their jacket off.
But the actual aesthetics of Dickies here in Fort Worth, it's a gorgeous venue. As Abraham lays it in.
Nice little high-low pass there from Baylor.
Cunningham drew 3 defenders, kicks it out to Lee. Shot clock is at 7. Sid Berry roams in. Harmon stops, can't pop in the lay. Another offensive rebound, another chance for Texas.
Yeah, the last few minutes, Vic Schaefer has orchestrated every offensive possession to make sure his team is running what he wants them to be running.
Harmon mid-range, sure. 11 offensive rebounds for Texas. Booker, great set, and the easy finish. Booker has 20. Booker weaving, dishing. Carlton will take and can't get it to drop. Booker gets a hand on it, but Van Geitenbeek controls for Baylor. Dunn buries the 3. Mickey Collin was talking to us about the offensive talent. Popped in the air, knocked away. Guess what? Turnover number 26. Harmon trying to win the battle to the rim and does. Deep, deep, deep into blowouts.
Well, and Vic Schaefer does not have a lot of healthy bodies coming in off the bench. It's not like he can just empty and take all of his starters off of the floor. And this is just how they play. This is what they do. This is how they know how to play. 25
points for Madison Booker. Another steal on the inbound from Lee as Harmon is fouled. The inaugural ESPNW Invitational. Nice look there from Van Geitenbeek. And Kayla Nelms lays it in. It looks like she's not breaking a sweat when she plays. She just has such control. It's amazing. Carlton out to Harmon. Harmon, mid-range, drops it in. I'll ask you a question.
Okay.
If you're a teammate of Madison Booker's right now, how aware are you of her never having had a 30-point game and being this close?
Completely unaware.
Gotcha. So there's no part of you taking the floor like, hey, let's go get Madison her 30. Jana Van Geitenbeek lost it. Turnover number 29. Harmon gets it ahead. Lee alone lays it in.
That was a beautiful pass by Rory Harmon. 3 teams that have sort of separated themselves into their own tier, and I would put Texas in that group along with UConn and LSU. Thank you.
Here's Lee, mid-range jumper is good. And Jordan Lee has been outstanding, 19 points. Texas getting 19 from Lee, 27 from Booker, a double-double from Harmon. Certainly hope for the best for Talia Scott. Baylor's leading scorer went down with an ankle injury in the second quarter. But that is going to do it. An authoritative Texas victory as they thump Baylor 89-54 the final in the first ever Sprouts Farmers Market ESPNW Invitational.